These 6 shocking tiger encounters will surely give you severe insomnia for many nights to come. Number 14. This chilling clip picks up right as this territorial tiger attacks an innocent man on an elephant ride. After its failed charge, the beast seemingly gives up and starts walking away, when it suddenly changes its mind. With the predator still standing there, the camera stops rolling, and what happens next remains a mystery. Number 13. At a national park in Bengaluru, India, these tourists felt rather happy after they end up stopping their car to hopefully take more pictures. When the vicious tiger, unfortunately, feeling like they've seen enough, they finally decide to leave the tiger alone and move on with their expedition altogether. Number 11. In Corbett National Park, a group of friends had their calming expedition turn into a legitimately dangerous situation when a female tiger decided to closely follow them around. In the beginning, the camera immediately starts recording when they notice the predator walking right towards their vehicle from the road. Up ahead, for the following minutes, the tourists continue to do their best at maintaining a safe distance from the tiger as it keeps walking in their direction. At some point, a second car full of tourists decides to join the scene and get a closer look at the predator. But they very quickly regret their decision. Eventually, though, the tiger comes to realize that it won't be able to reach them anytime soon and simply decides to walk off back into the wilderness. Number 10. At Ranthambore National Park, a group of tourists had their day take a rather sharp turn when they came across a male tiger just trying to mind its own business. The clip starts off as they pull out their cameras. After spotting the predator walking out of the forest up ahead, with everyone on board completely speechless by what they're seeing, the animal calmly makes its way toward a nearby stream where it drinks water and bathes for a few minutes. Unfortunately, it eventually decides to start walking up towards the road where the horrified tourists are located. With the tourists in the car up ahead now, seriously worried for their safety, the tiger luckily decides to walk back down into the forest. Number 9. Tigers will hunt whatever they can get their paws on. So if they happen to come across a bunch of cows, they will definitely take a go at it. In our first clip, this overweight tiger seems to have hit the jackpot. As this cow is placed in its enclosure, the tiger begins to chase, but it is extremely slow, so it takes a bit of time for it to catch up to the cow. What I understand is that there are spectators watching this hunt. Is this a new concept for a circus I haven't heard about? I guess it is because the tractor removes the dead cow after the kill. I honestly didn't think humans could stoop so low, but I guess I'm not surprised these tigers live in a tiger resort because tigers are lone hunters. So having many tigers in the same place can only mean one thing. It's lunchtime at the tiger resorts. Finally, this tiger sneaks up on a cow and tackles it from behind. The cow fights back, but the tiger is too powerful. The cow succumbs and the tiger eats. Number 8. Tigers would hunt each other if there's a reason, but it is not in their nature. The felines compete for a territory, and they ferociously defend their territory from other tigers. They may expand their territory to include places with a healthy prey base. These 2 tigers are involved in a crazy fight, but that's because they share the same enclosure. However, 2 tigers fighting can be cute, just like these 2 little ones in this video. Next, these 2 tigers seem to be gearing up for a conflict as they study one another, slowly circling each other. Is anything going to happen? Or is this part of a friendly ritual? In this video, 2 tigers stare at one another on this roadside until they clash and go at it furiously. Now this is a battle worth filming. They get back up again and being the staring game once more until the next episode, which we don't get to see. Finally, another violent clash of epic proportions occurs when this huge tiger flanks another tiger, and they go at it for a few seconds until one of the tigers stays laying down on the ground. Number 7. Tigers consume a wide variety of prey, from insects to elephant calves. Large body prey weighing PS 45 or more, such as deer, represent an important part of their diet. In our first video, this tiny deer tries to escape the grips of this tiger, but the tiger makes the kill. Next, a huge tiger needs at least PS 12 of meat every day to survive. This tiger-filled watering hole may appear to be an all-you-can-eat buffet, but this tiger requires stealth and quickness to make the kill. He gallops across the water, which already makes it harder, but it's also more difficult for the deer to escape, and the tiger eventually catches up to one of the deer and makes the kill. It must be so intimidating for the deer when they see a beast like that run across the water to kill them. So much so that it wouldn't surprise me if some of the other deer freeze out of total fear. Deer work together in groups and warn one another if dangers lurking on the horizon. However, once a tiger isolates a deer, especially a young one, It's time to say to our father a few times. Finally, this deer becomes lunch for this tiger that lives in a wildlife sanctuary. I guess they have to feed the tiger's life animals, so it mimics their life in the wild. Either that or the deer wanted to see if the tiger could catch it. Number 6. Boar tigers will hunt wild boar if they have to. But the wild boar is not an easy prey to capture. So if there is something more appealing on the menu, tigers will avoid hunting the wild boar. Nonetheless, the tiger is such a powerful hunter that no matter what animal it targets in the wild, it's almost a sure kill, and you can see for yourself in this video that this wild boar didn't last long. Next, this young tiger jumps out of the water to attack this huge male wild boar. The tiger is inexperienced, nervous, and indecisive, but gets the job done. The only problem is it doesn't kill the boar, and it begins chewing on its back while the boar is still alive. Another wild boar is biting the dust, and as this tiger is trying to bring it down, just a squealing of the animal is enough to make your heart pound. Our next wild boar that finds the end of the road is ambushed by a tiger and brought down. It's obvious that tigers rule the land wherever they go. Number 5. Leopards can be killed by lions, hyena groups, or painted dogs in Africa, and by a tiger. In Asia, leopards go to tremendous pains to avoid being spotted by predators, hunting at different times and often pursuing different prey than their competitors, as well as resting in trees. A tiger known to local researchers as Synthri can be seen crossing the road with a leopard's carcass in its mouth. After a brief fight in the woods, tigers have been known to kill other predators, even bears, and the leopard's diminutive size shows it's a subadult. Number 4. Tigers hunt huge animals such as deer, moose, wild boar, and yes, bears. Although predominantly Himalayan bears, the latter account for 5% of all major meals on the tiger's menu. When natural prey becomes scarce in Russia, the Siberian tiger turns towards the brown bear for nourishment. Siberian tigers and North American grizzly bears are solitary hunters. The Siberian tiger, on the other hand, is capable of taking down a large meal and is the main predator over their grizzly. Tigers have an even easier time with sloth bears, except when it is a mother sloth bear protecting your young. Watch how this mom fights the tiger like it's the last day of their life. And this is no short battle. The bear takes it to the tiger so much that the tiger eventually gives up and says to himself, "This is way too much trouble." The baby's sloth cheers his mother on after the victory. Next, these two tigers advance toward the Asiatic bear. But the bear stands up and confronts the tigers. The tigers keep marching like they're on a mission, but neither one of them jumps the bear. Number 3. Tigers are dangerous predators. It took only a few seconds for this huge male tiger known as a Raja to kill this water buffalo in front of the tourist. It's quite frightening how quickly it dispatched to the water buffalo, only hit with the other buffaloes complicated matters by attacking the tiger. The tiger left the dead buffalo to chase the other buffaloes, which all ended up ganging up on the tiger. This left the tiger no other choice but to abandon the carcass of a dead buffalo. Perhaps he would go back later. That is, if the carrier had not been devoured by the scavengers. You can see this tiger chased its white cow, and it has no trouble bringing it down. Once again, the tiger named Raja claims another life as it kills this adult gaur. Gaurs are the largest bovine in the wild, and this does not happen very often. Instead of bringing the female gaur down, the tiger uses his muscular forelimbs to control her neck and clamps his vice-like jaws around her throat. His 4 3-inch tiger-like things plunge firmly into the throat. Pushed in by the tiger's formidable jaw muscles, the tiger quickly leaps to his feet, keeping his back to the gaur. The guarantees are dangerous. Hooks are helplessly grounded and sharp horns pushed away from him by tugging vehemently in reverse gear. The tiger waits almost calmly, jaws securely fastened, choking the victim. Gradually, within 3 minutes, the gaur has collapsed and died from strangulation. This tiger did not use a stealthy flank attack or pull the prey to the ground. His predatory prowess makes the terrible deed appear almost serene. Despite her appearance, the Gala cow is 2 to 3 times the weight of the 440-pound cat. This male tiger, like a professional wrestler, has clearly learned a unique method for subduing a heavier opponent. Number 2. A tiger turning to human prey is a rare occurrence. Tiger usually makes one large kill every week, and humans aren't usually on the menu. On the other hand, tigers are poached by humans for 2 main reasons. They are a threat to animals and people, and for monetary gain. Tigers were once hunted for their furs. In this video, this tiger attacks his handler during a training exercise and injures him badly. The trainer was fighting for his life after being brought to the hospital. It looks like fun times when humans play around with tigers, but they are ticking time bombs. Tigers, no matter how well they are trained, can turn on a human in seconds, and when that happens, it can be mortal. Finally, in this tiger sanctuary, a bus full of tourists take these people on a tour of the location. But the tigers are extremely curious and they don't want to see what's inside the bus. How terrifying is that if the tiger is break into the bus? I don't think so, but the idea of it happening is amusing. Just kidding. Number 5. Tiger versus antelope. Tigers are ambush predators who prefer. Number 1. At the start of this clip, nothing seems unusual as two men in their parked car appear to be observing something in the bushes up ahead. Eventually, a motorbike can be seen driving past them. When this happens till the end, check out this other video that is sure to give you the chills. I'll see you there. Bye.